All right, so I made it to Bangkok after some, golly, I don't know, it's like 48-hour adventure to get here. So I thought I'd share how I survive a long ass flight, and it is a long journey. And I had a script I was going to use, and like a lot of my other props, I tend to lose them. So I'm just going to go straight from the hip here. So I left Granite Falls, North Carolina, December 2nd, about 9 o'clock. A friend of mine gave me a ride to the Hickory Hop terminal at the Hickory Airport. And from there, I took that bus for right about an hour to Charlotte. I got there about 4 hours before departure. It's an international flight. I always get there early. And then from Charlotte, I had a 1 hour, 30-minute flight to JFK, New York. And I had like a 3-hour layover there. And then from there, I went to Doha Airport in Qatar, which, by the way, is beautiful. And I'll put some video up about that. That place is absolutely, I never even heard of that place until, there was, they donated a plane to the United States in a big controversy. I don't want to get into politics about it, but, they're giving Trump a plane. He's taking bribes. No, I don't think that's the case. In fact, I'm quite sure they donated it to the United States of America. But that place is absolutely amazing. And what's odd this trip is I flew easterly, meaning I flew from Charlotte east around halfway around the world is where we're at. Actually, it's 12 hours difference. My last two journeys over here were westerly, to fly across California. And I'm not quite sure how that works, because when you fly easterly, you're flying with the sun. The other way is, and I don't quite understand how all the time frames and flying with the sun and flying against the airstreams, but it's quite interesting. But anyway, so I make it into Bangkok, and then from Bangkok Airport, I take the ARL line, which is the airport terminal line. You don't need to get a taxi or anything. You're traveling light, you just go straight from the airport. I took that line, that rail system, to the BTS line. BTS line is the SkyTrain, they call it here. And then from the SkyTrain, I took, I went 4 or 5 stops down to Nana Terminal, where my hotel was at, which is a short 5-minute walk there. So when I got there, man, it's like, it was a real crap hole. And not only was that bad, they said, we're having some problems here. We're going to take you to our other hotel. It's only 8 minutes away. We'll get you tuk-tuk. And I said, no. Anyway, so ended up booking another little hotel. It's the prices of Bangkok's actually gone up. Last 2 times I was here in Bangkok, I stayed at the Miami Hotel and Nassau Hotel. The Nassau Hotel is like $18 a night. The Miami Hotel was a little more expensive. Well, it's $60 a night, and it's not that much if you're only staying a week. But I'm out for 4 months, so my plan is to try to stay around $30 a night, and with overall expenses less than $100 a month. And you could do it on far less. You could do it on 50, but I'm retired, and so that's $3,000 a month, and that's a little past my income. But when I get back to the States, I'll go do another job and reset. But anyway, so I made it here. What I want to share is, like, it's a long journey, and the way I survive it, if you will, is before I get on the first plane, I'm taking naproxen, and that is good for inflammation and soreness and stuff. You're sitting in a plane for, golly, long, one flight was 14 hours. And that's not counting the time you spend on that one plane. I had to get there. They boarded an hour before takeoff. The plane was so huge. I think it was like 390 people. Could you imagine that? 390. Well, anyway, so yeah, I take naproxen. That's a leaf, or there's generic brands and whatever. And I also take a neck brace and a neck pillow, and I hold up like this. That holds your head up, takes the stress off holding your neck up, and it also eliminates you from snoring. And I snore bad. I've woke myself up several times. Anyway, I don't want to be I don't want the passengers getting upset with me, and it helps me. But I lost that damn thing, right? In the Charlotte airport before I got on the first flight, so I was without my companion on that one. Yes, and I get an aisle seat. That you wouldn't want to either get a window seat or an aisle seat, because in the window seat you can just lean up against the window, you got a little more room. In the aisle seat, for me, I get up several times and I'll stand. I'll go back to the bathroom area on the plane, and there's a kind of a decent section of it you can stand and stretch a little bit, and I do that multiple times on these flights. So yeah, and then I landed in Bangkok, and I got in Bangkok like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I've got an 8-hour wait before I can check into the hotel. But I'm in no big hurry to get out of Bangkok airport. This is amazing. It's an amazing airport. Very simple. And I always stop at the 7-Eleven and I'll get me a tall Leo, wash down the airplane dust or whatever. And then I kind of chill out a little bit after getting through customs, because I go through customs. That's about an hour and a half process. It was very simple though this time. They changed your entry system. They go with a TDAC. It's called Thailand Digital Arrival Card. Very simple. Fill that out. Make sure you get the official website. It doesn't cost anything. You get on the website and they're trying to charge you something. That's not the official website. It's visa-free entry for 30 days. That's what I did. And when you fill out that digital arrival card, they'll ask, the important information is you need your passport, you need an onward flight, and that you can get, they want your exit flight. So what you can do, there's several online things. You can get what's called a throwaway ticket. And that's what because I don't know when I'm leaving. I don't know where I'm going. I just come here, I plan like 4 days at a time. If I like what I'm doing, I'll stay longer. If I don't, I'll leave. And actually, I've only booked hotels for 2 nights. And now if I don't like it, like the case I ran into here, this trip, I just, forfeited. I don't care. It's only, and they also want to know the name and address of your first hotel. So that's the 3 important things. The other stuff you figure out is you need your passport information, make sure it's good for at least 6 months past your entry date. You need your forward flight, or you can go bus ticket or something. Just go onward flight forwarding, just Google it. It's like, I think I paid $12. You get your ticket, get a hotel room you booked, and it is, I guess you could use any hotel. I gave them the name of the hotel I had booked. Makes it easier. And that's it. And then when you come through customs, it's very simple. If you have that in order, you're ready to go. A lot of people still come through there and they don't have that digital arrival card. You can do it at the airport, but it's it's a pain in the butt. Just do it before you leave. And you have to fill it out no sooner than 72 hours before your arrival date. They wanted a recent one because they want to know what countries you've been to, been exposed to any diseases, or some countries been disease prone or something. So that's kind of important. So that's the main thing. Once you do that, you get that TDAC, fill it out, and you're set to go. And as soon as you get here, well, for me, I always go down to get a Thai massage, man. It's cheap here. It's like $12 for an hour. And that deep tissue Thai massage, I get like 1 a day for 2 days. This is my 3rd day here, actually my 4th morning. Very inexpensive. It'll get that tenseness out of you. The arrival, Bangkok is amazing. This is my 4th time in Bangkok. There's always something new and adventurous. I'm sitting at a park in the middle of downtown Bangkok right now, actually. And but I'm leaving soon. I go to Pattaya. Bangkok's beautiful, but it's a little overwhelming after a while. The chaos. There's so many temples and sites. The infrastructure, transportation is amazing as long as you stay off the streets. Yeah, it's well worth the adventure. The long ass flight to get here, Bangkok, Thailand, and Southeast Asia.